Hey guys, so I was at work yesterday, and some stuff happened, and I was just like, wow, I really hate people. So I decided to do a video bitching about people. So instead of a story time, this is a bitching time. So as I'm working, I have printed out receipt paper and quickly jotted down all these things that I wanted to talk about. So I work at the dollar store. And as you know, their slogan is... My cat's playing with stuff. And as you know, their slogan is everything's a dollar. Just because everything's a dollar, one, does not mean that we don't work and operate like a normal store. Two, does not mean that you can be an asshole to me. And three, does not mean you can throw your fucking money at me. I'm not a stripper! So if I'm standing there at my register, and you're a foot and a half away from me, take an extra 2 seconds to hand it to me, instead of just dropping it on the counter, or on the conveyor belt, where it can quickly go down into, like, underneath the belt, where I can't get to. Logic, people! There's a counter right there for you to use to do this. Don't just stand there. Like, I understand if someone's in the way. That's different. Also, like, if you've got, like, okay, like, this is a portable charger. Let's just say this is an item. Let's say this is $1. This is, you set this on the belt, you put your dollar on top. Don't do that. Don't do that. That tells me, as a cashier, that you don't have the common courtesy to talk to me, to interact with me, or to just even be nice and wait your fucking turn to hand it to me like a normal, civilized human being. Okay, so the first thing I have on my little list is throwing money. So yeah, we just talked about that. Don't throw it at me. I'm not a stripper. The next person who does that, I swear to God, I'm going to yell at you. Please don't throw your money at me. I am not a stripper. Parents, if you get annoyed when you go shopping with your children, here's the thing. Don't go shopping with your children! And then don't take your frustration out on me. I'm not your kid's babysitter. I'm not your therapist. Don't bitch to me. I'm also not your hairstylist. Do not bitch to me. Do not take your anger out on me. Do not have a tone with me. I did nothing to you. I am here to check you out. That is it. Annoying kids. If you follow my Instagram or know me in person, you know that I don't like kids. They give me anxiety. They make me freak out. I don't like kids. So, when a kid's like, oh, what's that? What's that? Why is that there? Like, what is this? What is that? It's like, it takes every ounce of my energy to not be a bitch. And as a lot of you know, being a bitch to me is like second nature. So please stop. Please stop bringing your annoying children into the store. Also, okay, what I'm about to say, I do not in any way mean this in a racist way. I know that sounds like I'm gonna say something really bad. I really don't. I'm sure, like, okay, just from what I have noticed and seen, Hispanic parents and sometimes black parents, I don't mean this racist, I swear. I'm sure white parents do it too, I just haven't seen it. One, don't send your children in to play in the toy aisle. That has actually happened. A kid has been playing in the toy aisle, and someone has been back there, like, fixing stuff and facing it, like, pulling everything to the edge of the shelf, making it look nice. And there's just a kid back there playing, and they're like, where's your parents? In the car. Why are you here? Playing. Don't do that. We're not your kids' babysitters. We're not a daycare. Stop. Don't, like... I understand you're there to shop, but that doesn't give you the right to ignore your kids and let them run around brushing their hair with hairbrushes in the middle of the aisle. Painting their nails. getting into things. That doesn't, just because you're there to shop, doesn't mean you can ignore your children. Like, it's one thing if you have your kid in the cart and they've got like a tablet or a book or something to like distract them. That's something different than having your kid follow you around getting into shit. Stop. Like I said, I don't mean that racist, but what I've just witnessed and seen is like Hispanic parents, one, that don't speak any English at all and only have their kid there as a translator, or black parents. I've just noticed they don't seem to they don't pay attention to their kids. Like, they do, but not enough to like see that they're getting into shit, doing things that are unsanitary. Like, please don't hate on me for saying that. It's just what I've seen. I'm sure there are white families and Asian families and all races of families that do that. That's just what I've noticed. It may just be the people in my area. I don't know. I wear a name tag that has my real name. You guys know me as Mew or Jay or JJ, but I have a name tag that has my real biological name. I don't like it. I've lived in the same house. Let's see, I'm 19 now. I moved here when I was 2. So I've been here about 17 years, and about 15 and a half to 16 of those years, I have been bullied and harassed. And at one point, people called me Jean Gary Diablo, G.I. Joe, and, there were a couple others. Oh, 7th grade. Somebody started a rumor that I was pregnant, and then I started getting called Jelly Belly, because my real name starts with a J. Jelly Belly. Because I had a little extra weight. I know that's middle school, and I should let that go. But it's kind of scarring when a name you're given that you like as a kid then becomes something you don't like. Yeah, it sucks. So it's nothing against my parents. It's not like I'm sitting here just like, I don't like my name. There's reasons. I don't like when people use my name. Like, they'll be like, oh, thank you. I don't want to say it, but I'm sure Kitty said it at some point, but I don't want to say it. So I'm just gonna say Jay. That's not what they call me because that's not what's on my name tag, but I'm just gonna go with it. So they'll be like, oh, thank you, Jay. Like, if it's a sweet older lady or like an elderly man, and they're just being like sincere, like, that's different. But if you're creepy, and I think you're creepy or on drugs, and you look sketchy, I find it weird. Like, I have return customers, and some I recognize, and some I don't, and I have really bad memory, because when I was a kid, I had gangrene appendicitis, which, one, appendicitis is an infection by itself. Gangrene is another infection. My appendix was double infected and almost burst, killing me. I like to say that my appendix turned into a toxic time bomb ticking inside my body. It tried to kill me. Anyway, the anesthesia from the surgery messed up my memory. So if someone comes in and is like, oh, thank you, Jay, or hey, Jay, what's up? Can I get the restroom key or something? It's like, do I know you? Am I just forgetting you from somewhere? Like, all these things go off in my head. It's like, do I know you from church? Do I know you from school? Do I know you from other places? Do I know you? And it's just, I don't know. It may be just because it's my first job, and it's not like everybody who I'm around I've gone to school with or something. Like, when you're at school and someone's like, oh, hey, Jay, blah, 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 that's different. Because you know them. Even if it's someone you don't, like, particularly know, you at least know, oh, they're in this class with me. In the real world, it's weird. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it when people do that. Okay. We sell cards, like birthday cards and anniversary cards, stuff like that. There's like 3 things I have to talk about. Number 1, half the aisle is labeled with signs that stick out like they're the bubble signs, so they look like a D, but it's like a full sign. Okay, it's like this. They say this is the sign, and this is the shelf. It sticks out. So all the cards are here, and then there's a sign that sticks out. One side of the aisle says $1. The other side says 2 for $1. And understand cards get put back in the wrong spot. We generally don't put them back. If someone's like, oh, these were all on the aisle, or I don't want these, but I'll take these, we just put them in a bin, and I don't know what happens. They sit there, someone takes them. We have a girl who comes in from the company who stocks the cards. We don't. So, if they get put in the wrong spot, not my fault. I don't do that. I'm sorry. But I hate it when people are like, this is $1, and it's like, well, that's ridiculous. I don't want that card because it was $1, but you'll take the 2 for $1. Like, at least we're not charging $4 a card like at Target or Walmart or something. Like, I understand if you're on a budget, but if you're just being a bitch to be a bitch, I'm a bitch slap you. Okay. I would like to say thank you to the people who, if you go to the craft store and you buy like scrapbook paper, you put all the barcodes out. Thank you to you. Thank you to the people who put the barcodes facing out on the cards. That is very nice. Thank you so much. Now, to the people who, while we're busy standing in line, I watch you put the card in the envelope, shut the flap, hand it to me. Fuck you! Seriously, you see there are 6 people behind you, and I'm the only cashier. And you put the card in the envelope and shut it. Oh, even worse, put the card in the envelope and then tuck the flap inside. You, sir, are Satan. No. I will be a bitch. I'm sorry, but I will start being a bitch. It's like, I'll take it out, I'll like, I'll fuss with it like I'm having trouble, because usually I am. Just to like, get my point across that you're being an ass. If you do that, like, if any of you that are watching this, for whatever reason, come into my store while I'm working, see me, do that, I want to say that I will find you and you'll become very acquainted with the chainsaw, but that's a threat, and I shouldn't say that. So I'm not going to, but I will be very mad. I understand that not everybody has good health insurance. I am very blessed that my dad worked 30 years in the Navy, and we have great health insurance. I am very grateful for that. I am sorry if someone out there does not have good health insurance, but if you are old and have a hearing problem and don't have a hearing aid, act deaf or something, please. Act like you have a sore throat, something, because I don't like to raise my voice, especially at someone I don't know. So if you're like, where's this? And I'm like, oh, the back half of aisle, whatever. Or the front half, it's on this row. And you're like, what? And you lean in and you're like, this far away from me? And I'm like, the back half of aisle, whatever. And you're still like, what? Like, I don't want to raise my voice. I'm sorry. I'm trying to help you. But still, don't come in. Get someone to help you. Get a friend to help you. Get a hearing aid. Thing. Okay. I understand at big stores like Target and Walmart and Fred Meyer's, big department stores, I understand. You have people coming to the registers all the time. So they can employ people to specifically just stand at the registers and just work on small things at the register. So they're there all the time. I understand that. We are a small store. On a normal day, there are 2 people working in the store. The manager, the shift manager or store manager, and the cashier. We also have to stock. We have the manager, the full-time shift manager, and then we'll have other shift managers, and then we've got cashiers and freighters. Freighters, all they do is take stuff out of boxes, take it off the truck, put it on the back of our warehouse, put it on the shelves. That is all they do. Cashiers, our main job is to cashier, but we're not paid to stand at the register when out of a 5.5 hour shift, 3.5 hours? Okay, it's more like 2.5. No one will be at the register. Like, no one will be checking out. We're not paid to stand there. I'm sorry that I'm not there. Don't get pissy with me, though. If you don't like how our store runs, don't go there. But I don't get paid to stand there. I'm sorry. I wish I did, but I don't. Please stop. Oh, the people who come up to the register and are like, you need a bell that we can ring so that you can hear us. And like, no, we're here. Really? Okay. Take your face. Look down. There's the bell. I've even printed out receipt paper and written, please ring me for cashier. Taped it to it to make it more noticeable. Are you blind? It's right in front of you. Like, literally, I'll put one of the separators in front of the sensor so the belt won't keep going, and then I'll put the bell right there. So when you set your shit down, you see the bell, and then you ring it. You know how many times that bell gets rung? Out of 150 customers that I deal with on a daily basis on average, maybe 10, maybe 15. Oh, and then the people that, like, if I'm on aisle 5 and I'm putting away pills or makeup or something, and you come up to me and you've got like a box of dots, like the candy or something, and you just hand me $1. Excuse me, I'm sorry, we still run like a normal store. We still have to scan things so our inventory is correct. We still have to take the money at the register. You're not special. You don't get to just hand me money on an aisle and be able to walk out. You also, I'm sorry, if there are, let's say I'm helping a customer, my register freezes up, or they have a big purchase, and there's 5 people waiting, and I get on the intercom and I call my backup cashier, which is my manager, and they're taking a little bit of time. You're not special. You do not get to walk out of line, walk around my register, walk up to me, and say, I'm sorry, I have to get to a party, hand me $1 for your blue. If you have to get to a party, you should have left 15 minutes earlier, and then you would have been fine. You wouldn't have to wait and be late. I'm sorry that you just don't want to wait in line. But you are not special! That literally happened to me, and then I got in trouble because my backup cashier was taking a while to get up there, my register was frozen, and someone was like, people were walking out of line because the line was so long. Like, they told that to my manager while I'm like counting my till after my shift was like, so people were walking out of the store, and I was like, one person, and I told them the whole thing, and they're like, oh, okay, that's not bad. And I'm like, this is a double-sided. Okay. Elderly people who call your cashier hun, sweetheart, honey, baby. I'm gonna say this. If it's a female and you're a female and you're not creepy looking, I don't care. Like, that's nice. It's sweet. That's an endearment. Like, that's meant to be nice and in a friendly way. If you're an old man and your cashier is a young woman, please don't. Unless you know them. It's creepy. I hate it. Every time someone does that, I want to stab them in the face. It's like, please don't do that. Please, it's so creepy. Just stop, please. No. So weird. So yes, we are the dollar store. Everything is $1. The sodas, like Pepsi and Coke brand sodas, like Fanta, Minute Maid lemonade, Aquafina water, stuff like that. We're a normal store. There is a bottle deposit. So your total will be $1.05. Don't flip shit on me because of the bottle deposit. I can't control that. I'm sorry. I wish I could, but I can't. Also, here's a tip. Here's a tip. If you get like a 2-liter bottle of soda or even just a 1 little serving thing of soda from the cooler, if you bring it back with you the next time you have a purchase, we can take your bottle deposit off if you bring that back. We run it through as like a return. You'll have to sign the receipt, but you won't have to pay the bottle deposit. So, there's a little tip. Candy bars at the register. They're 89 cents. Why? Because it's at the register and it's impulse. Those are impulse buys. We put them there, so as you're waiting, you're like, ooh, I want that. That is why they're 89 cents. They're also cheaper than most places. So if you buy, like, I don't know, you buy something that's $1, and then you get a candy bar, and I'm like, oh, your total is $1.89. I've had someone get pissed off at me and literally storm out because they were pissed off. The candy bar was 89 cents. I'm sorry, we're cheaper than most stores. Like, what? Our return policy is exchanges for anything in the store. We have to run it through our register, but it's for anything in the store. We don't do store credit, and we won't put it back on your card or give you cash. We can't do that. It is not in our system. I'm sorry. Like, if you, say you buy 3 things, and you bring back 2, and you understand, okay, you'll have to pay $1 for one of the other items. Cool. Thank you for understanding. Because what it does is we scan the 3 that you're getting, then we hit some buttons, and then we scan the things that you are bringing back. And when we do that, it takes the total of the thing you are bringing back off your total, overall total purchase. So instead of paying $3 because you're getting 3 and bringing back 2, you pay 1 because you are bringing back 2 and getting 3. It's just an exchange. Like, this is not a hard concept. But people seem to never be able to understand what the hell they're doing. The chip readers. I understand. Most people don't like the chip. I don't really like it either. But ask, please. Instead of just shoving your card up there and sitting back and waiting, just be like, hey, does your chip reader work? No, go ahead and slide it. Okay, don't get all pissy with me either. I have no control over that. Take that up with corporate. And when... say this is my card. This is the reader. Don't just go like that super quick, because it won't read it. Do it like a normal person. Just scoop, and then it reads it. You're all good. It goes through. And then don't get mad at me if your card doesn't work. I'm sorry if your mag strip sucks. Or if for whatever reason your card declines, wrong pin, I don't know. But don't get mad at me because I'm not controlling that. This is an overall, like, reoccurring theme. Please don't get mad at me. I'm just doing my job so I can pay bills and take care of my cat. Okay, when you walk into the store, we have a stack of baskets right next to the doors. We also have stacks of baskets at the beginning of multiple aisles. We also have carts. Normal shopping carts. So, throughout the store, if you decide you need a basket, get a basket. Please don't pick up a laundry basket or a bucket. And then when I'm like, oh, do you want everything back in the bucket or the laundry basket to make it easier? And you'd be like, oh, I actually don't want it. Or, heaven forbid, I scanned it. And you're like, oh, I don't want that. It's like, oh my god, I'm sorry. Did no one tell your eyes to see the baskets in the shopping cart? I had this one lady one time get like a dishwashing, it was like a tub. It was like a little tub like this big, that wide, like that long, that deep. Just a tub. And she was carrying around her shit in it. At the register I was at, it's my register, the impulse stuff, the register behind me, like all the safety things and shit like that, candy on my register, and then the drink cooler. She put her stuff on top of the drink cooler. I'm done helping some people. I turned to go back to stocking stuff, and I realized there's a bunch of shit up there. Usually, people will put it up there when they don't want it. So me thinking, okay, I need to keep my register clean, I grab it and go put it in the go bag baskets. Then she comes up there and is all pissed off at me because I put her stuff away. Because I didn't know. It's not like it's hard to see 5 shopping carts over there and a stack of 20 baskets. Get a cart, a basket, not a bucket. One that you're not gonna want, and 2, like, okay, like if someone comes to my register with a bucket or a laundry basket and puts their stuff in it, but they want the basket, I don't care. You want the basket. That's cool. I don't care. That's smart. I've done that. So as a shopping basket, especially when you have $1 per basket. If you're shopping, or you get to the register, you realize, oh, I put those in my things, or oh, I don't want this. Hand it to me. I have a basket under my register for that. Don't hide it. Someone try and hide something under like a bunch of candy bars. And I'm sitting there watching them. I'm like, if you don't want that, I can take that because I have a basket down here to put it in. And they're like, oh, okay. And hands it to me. And I'm like, really? Oh my god. Oh, more on the topic of shitty people. This is gonna be a half-an-hour long video. I'm sorry. But so my mom and I are going grocery shopping today. If you follow me on Instagram, spikedkittenkreation_SKK, I'll put it in the link down below if you want to follow me. Oh, when I reach 400 subscribers, I'll do a giveaway. So if you want to participate in that, go follow me. Anyway, I posted a video of the rain because it was so bad, and now it's clear skies and sunny. Oregon. The rain was horrible. It's like someone had, like, you know, one of those hose. It's got the sprinkler head type thing with the dial so you can change the setting on how the water comes out. It's like someone had one of those on the shower and jet setting sprayed at our windshield. So bad. And I was taking a video of that, and you can see off in the distance there's a car in front of us and then there's a truck. And the car goes into a different lane. They're fine. They're doing them. The truck. We get to a signal. The truck is now in front of us. He lets off the clutch or off the brake, something, and he starts rolling backwards towards us. And my mom is laying on the horn, and I'm screaming, "What the fuck are you doing? Pay attention!" Because at first, we both thought we were moving forward, and we were like, whoa, what is happening? And my mom slams on the brake all the way to the floor. We're not moving. He's backing up. And my mom's trying to, you know, get in reverse or something to get out of the way, and he bumps into us. If he didn't feel that, I don't understand how. The fact that he then, when the signal turns green, drives away is fucking crazy. You just hit us, and you're driving away like nothing happened? Like, if you didn't hear the horn because of your loud engine and the radio on or something, fine. But the fact that you run into us and you don't feel it? That was a major thing. Like, we're sitting there and then we get jostled so bad. I'm sitting there, like, shaking so bad because I'm watching this guy back up into us. And then, oh, and then my mom with MS, chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, leg and back problems, gets out of the car on the highway to make sure there's no damage. The person behind us opens their door and is like, "Are you guys okay?" And we're like, "Yeah, did we hit you? Because we just got backed up into." And they're like, "No, you're good, you're good." There's like a good 3 feet between the cars. They were fine, so they knew we were okay. They shut their door, they go around us because we've got our hazards on because we're making sure the car is okay. And then everyone around my mom, who is obviously having trouble walking, is just going. Like, these people are going like 35, 40 miles an hour down the highway, normal speed. But, you know, you typically think, oh, there's a car in the middle of the road with the hazards on, the driver's out. Are they okay? Like, do they need help? Do they need an ambulance? Do they need the police? Are they okay? Does a car need a jump start? You'd think, being a normal, you know, nice citizen, that you'd stop to make sure that we're okay. Not barrel down the highway, almost killing us. Thanks. Like, I know it's raining. I'm sure you don't want to get out of your car. But, you know, be a decent human being. Oh, look at this. I nicked myself while shaving, but these are my band-aids. Look at that. It's a little kitty. Okay, well, this has been a fun time of a half an hour's worth of bitching. So, yeah. If you've watched this whole video, high five. Just high five. Because I know listening to someone bitch really isn't fun. But I gotta go help make dinner. So, like, comment, and subscribe, and my links, Kitty's links, and our channel, Instagram, will all be down in the description. And we have a video coming out for you guys soon that is going to give you guys an opportunity to do something really cool. So, keep an eye out for that. I don't know when that's coming out because we still haven't filmed it yet. But that's coming out soon. And when I reach 400 subscribers, I'll do a giveaway. More details on that when I hit 400. So, yeah. I love you guys. Thank you guys for being so awesome and so supportive and so nice of all, like, Kitty's problems and my problems and dealing with our shit, our weirdness. So, yeah. I don't know how to do an outro when I'm by myself. Kitty usually does that, so. Bye.